And this is my home energy audit for the DSARI project. I live in a 4-person, 2-bedroom apartment at the University of Minnesota. The space is 560 square feet, and we share a kitchen and bathroom. Our utilities, including electricity, are covered in our housing fees, and heating is provided separately. According to the data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, dorm-style buildings like ours use a median of 8.2 kilowatt hours per square foot per year. That puts our estimated annual electricity use at about 4,592 kilowatt hour. The actual value can vary based on how efficiently the space is used. I also included a pie chart showing typical dorm electricity use. The largest portions go toward kitchen appliances and electronics, with lighting and miscellaneous making up the rest. Here I listed the average wattage and annual energy use for the 8 devices I measured. These values are based on manufacturer data and national averages. This helped me compare what I actually measured with what's expected from typical usage. The 8 devices I audited were a kettle, laptop, hairdryer, rice cooker, iPad, curling iron, air fryer, and a light bulb. I classified the hairdryer as a constant power device since it draws the same wattage when in use. The rice cooker was my variable power device, and I left it on keep warm mode for a full 24 hours to get an accurate reading. I used a kilowatt meter for all my devices. For the rice cooker, I let it run for a full 24 hours and measured total energy use. The light bulb was inaccessible, so I used the recommended estimate of 20 watts. Here are the photos of all 8 devices being measured with the kilowatt meter. Each include a picture using the wattage reading and my student ID. I tracked my usage for 1 full week. I did it by using the Notes app to log hours, and sticky notes helped remind my roommates to record their own use. I calculated the daily averages for each device from the weekly totals. The rice cooker stayed on keep warm for 24 hours to capture its full consumption. The light bulb's usage was estimated based on how often the lamp was turned on in the mornings and evenings. Here are example calculations. For the hairdryer, I measured 807.5 watts and used it for 0.11 hours per day. That gives about 0.089 kilowatt hour per day, or 2.67 kilowatt hour per month. The rice cooker was used 0.79 kilowatt hour over 24 hours, so the average power draw was 32.9 watts. That's 0.79 kilowatt hour per day, or 23.7 kilowatt hour per month. The light bulb was on for about 4.29 hours per day. At 20 watts, that's 0.086 kilowatt hours per day, or about 2.58 kilowatt hour per month. This is the final results table after the week. This table summarizes the energy usage of all 8 measured devices. This includes the power draw, daily usage time, and estimated monthly consumption. The devices were measured using, again, the kilowatt meter or manufacturer labeling for the light bulb, which I couldn't use, so instead I just used the lamp. The highest energy users were the air fryer, the rice cooker, and the kettle. Even though the air fryer was used for only 20 to 30 minutes per day, its high wattage made it the most power-hungry device. The lowest users were the iPad and the light bulb. Both had low wattage and short use times. I was surprised by how much energy the air fryer used in such a short amount of time. Devices like the hairdryer and kettle also added up faster than expected with daily use. In total, my measured energy use was about 85 to 100 kilowatt hour per month, compared to the estimated 300 kilowatt hours for the dorm overall. My audit covered about 1/3 of total use. The rest likely comes from shared systems. Here I compared the measured wattages with standard online averages. Most of my values were consistent, but the laptop was noticeably lower, only 5.9 watts, likely because it was idle or nearly fully charged when measured. Based on the results, here are a few actions I could take. Unplugging the air fryer after use could save 6 kilowatt hour per month. Turning off the rice cooker's keep warm mode after meals could save over 10 kilowatt hour per month. Limiting kettle use could save up to 4 kilowatt hour per month. Even turning off the lamp earlier could save 1 kilowatt hour per month. Although those changes could save around 21 to 23 kilowatt hour per month, or even about 20% of my measured total usage. Here are the references I used for this project.